I bet. Let's lock in, man. It's been a minute. Couple betrays each other to escape life in prison. They betray each other. Hey, they say if you're doing a crime with somebody, I mean, especially if it's like murder, don't just dig one grave for the person that you killed. You're better off digging a second grave for whoever you did it with, because chances are you might have to worry about them squealing on you if y'all get caught.
This is Tatiana Williams. Police believe she and three other men were involved in a home invasion that led to the death of one of the three men. The evidence shows that Tatiana drove her boyfriend Lantonio Quinn, his friend Cleveland Golden, and a third.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what's going on with his hair. It looks crazy. My man hasn't seen a comb or a brush in I want to say 4 months, like 3 months at least. It looks crazy.
Man named David Washington to a known drug dealer's home with the intention of robbing him. The homeowner would shoot and kill David during the attempted robbery. All three suspects are in custody, and the detectives decide to start with Tatiana.
All right, Tatiana.
Well, hold on, my fault. Let me hear that explanation one more time. That was quick as hell.
Tatiana drove her boyfriend Lantonio to the death of one of the three. Believe she and three other men were involved in a home invasion. This is Tatiana Williams. Police believe she and three other men were involved in a home invasion that led to the death of one of the three men. The evidence shows that Tatiana drove her boyfriend Lantonio Quinn, his friend Cleveland Golden, and a third man named David Washington to a known drug dealer's home with the intention of robbing him. The homeowner would shoot and kill David during the attempted robbery. All three suspects are in custody, and the detectives decide to start with Tatiana.
All right.
So y'all went to somebody's house, a criminal's house, drug dealer. Your intentions to rob him, and then one of y'all got smoked. And then now y'all over here y'all got caught. Oh man, I gotta hear this.
Tatiana. We've got some things that we gotta talk about.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you know that. We got some things that we gotta clear up. So let's talk about Tuesday again. All right, and I want you to be completely honest with me, because I understand that we're talking about a murder investigation.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
And if you tell me a lie in a murder investigation, you can get charged for it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? You got 6 kids.
Yes.
You need to worry about yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to worry about your own freedom.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? So we're going to be honest. All right, so let's talk about Tuesday.
Tatiana claims that on Tuesday, which was the day of the homicide, she hung out with Cleveland and Lantonio until it was time for her shift at the Whataburger. Cleveland and Lantonio then dropped her off at work so they could use her car.
And so how long were you at Whataburger?
To after 4.
Till after.
Yo, it be cold in them interrogation rooms, I bet, bro. Every time I see interrogation rooms, they always huddled up. They need a blanket and whatnot. I was just thinking about that.
4.
Yes. Around
Okay.
5.
Okay. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Okay. Remember what I told you about honesty?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and about lying to me during an investigation, a murder investigation?
Yes, ma'am.
You can get charged for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you think that I didn't go back to Whataburger and get your time clock?
I know you did.
Exactly. You weren't there until after 4.
No, ma'am.
Okay? I've confirmed that with them. So stop digging a deeper hole for yourself. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If you come out and you tell me the truth and be straight with me,
Okay.
all right? We have no problems.
Yes, ma'am.
But you start lying to me and going down that road, and there's nothing I can do to help you anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
She gonna keep on lying. She gonna keep on lying.
This is not worth you losing your freedom
Yes, ma'am.
and losing your kids, all 6 of them.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to stop worrying about covering for him and his bullshit.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
He's going to prison for the rest of his life. Okay? So whether you want to sit down there with him, that's up to you.
No.
You sit
I
in
don't.
here and talk this bullshit, you're going to go with him.
I don't.
So you better get right.
Yes, sir.
Ooh,
All right.
yeah, that was a bar. You sit here and talk this bullshit, you gonna go with him. So you better get right. Ooh, I gotta hear that again. That was a bar.
So whether you want to sit down there with him, that's up to you.
No.
You
I
sit in
don't.
here and talk this bullshit, you're gonna go with him.
I don't.
So you better get right.
Yes, sir.
You better get
All
right.
So you were there for how long at Whataburger? Because I already know the answer.
It's about 30 minutes, maybe.
Okay. And did Lantonio just stay there in the parking lot?
Yes.
All right. And then you leave Whataburger and you
And go
go.
back to Trumano's.
Okay. All right. Now, here's where we get real serious.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. From this point on, you tell me everything and we can get through it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? We can get through it. If you're honest with me, I'm going to be right there helping you.
Yes, ma'am.
But you tell me a lie and tell me some bullshit, and there's nothing I can do for you anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you went back to TA with Lantonio. And then what?
They drove off.
Who drove off?
Lantonio now.
Lantonio and
Lantonio,
who?
Cleveland, and David D.
And what were they going to do?
Rob somebody.
Yo, the subtitles is weak right now. The subtitles is weak. What the hell was that?
From Cleveland and David D.
And what were they going to do?
Rob somebody.
Okay? Now, how do you know that?
He told me.
Who told you?
Lantonio.
And why is he going to go rob somebody?
I guess because we needed money for the bills so we can move. And he was like, that's his only option to get money for the bills.
Now, why were they going to go over and rob that person?
I'm not sure. I guess because he had a lot of money.
Now, has Lantonio been hanging out with that boy over there?
Yes.
Now, were they talking about their plan while you were standing there?
No, not at first. They started talking about it like after I came back from Whataburgers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then what did they say when they came back?
He threw me some money.
Who threw
Lantonio.
you?
Lantonio.
Okay.
Lantonio threw me some money. And I was like, what happened to David? He was like, he got shot. And I was like, who shot him? And he was like, the white dude. And so after that, I asked Ocelia to ride with me to go pick up my little girl from school. Well, from daycare.
Okay. So, how much money did he throw you?
Nothing but probably about $25.
What?
Okay. I mean, did they say anything? How were they acting? Were they nervous? Were they
Yeah.
upset at all?
They was nervous. They was nervous and upset. And Antonio was just like, my cousin just got killed. And I was like, how you know he did? And he was like, he tried to put him in the car to, I guess, to help him. But I guess they couldn't fit him in the car, so they left.
I mean, did they think about maybe trying to call 911 or?
Yes, from what I heard, they thought about calling 911.
They thought about it.
Yes,
They didn't do it.
no.
Okay.
Tatiana now claims that the two men told her about the robbery and asked her to borrow her car. When they returned, they gave her some money and told her their friend, David, had died during the home invasion. The detective is about to bluff Tatiana and tell her they have her on camera driving the car.
Okay, I noticed that she didn't put herself at the crime scene. She made it seem like she gave him the car, and then they came back. He threw a couple dollars and was like, yeah, shit didn't really go the way we wanted it to go, and my cousin got smoked. And that's another thing. With criminals, bro, the reason why they be robbing other criminals is because if you successfully rob that criminal, if you're robbing him for drugs and money or whatever, that criminal can't, who's he going to do? Who's he going to go to? He got to go to maybe another criminal to straighten things out with you. He can't go to the cops. Because the cops going to be like, what he stole from you? What you want to tell him? He stole some kilos from you? That he stole some drug money from you? So you can't go to the police. So that's why it's like the honor amongst thieves. Like, you know, if you rob a regular pedestrian, they can go to the cops. You rob another criminal, then it's like they got to get their get back. That's about it. It got to be street justice at that point. So
No, we have video
Yes.
from the scene,
From what scene?
from the scene of the murder.
We know that you were driving the car, right? You went over there with them.
I didn't go with them, but I was driving.
Yeah. You drove
Yes.
around the block while they were going to hit the lick.
Yes. And I parked the car. Yes.
We know it wasn't supposed to go down like that.
Yes, ma'am. And that's what I.
That was so casual. Didn't she make it seem like she wasn't even there? Like she dropped off the car? Like she lent them the car? Now she's casually agreeing like, yeah, I was driving. Unless I missed something.
told him.
We know that. But I mean, what were you thinking?
I don't know. I was just like trying to just make sure my kids was great. But I told him I didn't want to have nothing to do with it. He was just like, well, just drive me. So I drove him, and he was like, is you going to park? And I was like, no. And I drove, and I went to the store.
Pooh and Cleve
Cleve.
were trying to load him up in the car.
Yes.
What did they take off of him? His gun?
Nothing that I seen.
They didn't take his gun?
Yeah, they probably did. If he didn't have it on him, I'm not sure. I ain't see what they took off of him.
Who got the dope?
Oh, I'm not sure. Probably Cleve. Because Lantonio ain't have it. I ain't even know they had though. That's something new to me.
The detectives finished their interview with Tatiana and decide to speak with her boyfriend, Lantonio, next.
Okay.
Lantonio has been seated in a separate interrogation room this entire time,
That's her
waiting to
boyfriend?
be interviewed.
So the boy who don't comb his hair, that's her man? Okay.
What's up, man?
All right, Lantonio. Sorry to keep you waiting. Listen, I just want to tell you before we get started, we already know everything. We know that this was a robbery. It was a robbery that wasn't supposed to turn out like this. David D wasn't supposed to die. We know that. That's your people. This wasn't supposed to happen this way. Okay? But the problem is that right now, huh? The problem is that right now, we've got David D dead, and we've got those people that were in that house, we've got their side of the story, all right? And their side of the story really isn't helping you out right now. You know what I'm saying? So we've got to hear your side of the story to try to figure out what happened, what really happened. Because if we don't get that, it's only ever going to be their side.
And we understand that it was just going to be a robbery. Okay? It is what it is. But in the course of it, somebody got killed.
I've been
begging.
crying all night, and I wasn't even there. That's why when I first got in the police car, I asked for a lawyer. Because I ain't have no parts. I don't care what nobody say. I got witness where I was at the time.
So we can put you there. We know you're there on surveillance. So if you want to try that shit that you weren't there and you got people there, that shit ain't going to work. Ain't nobody going to stand up in court for you and tell that shit when we got you on video.
We've got
Okay.
you on video trying to load him up in that car.
And we got your people looking at the video saying, that's Pooh right there. I know that's Pooh because I've grown up with him all my life. Okay? So we can stop with all that you weren't there. We know Pooh's there. Okay? And if you're going to try that, you're on a sinking ship, cuz.
Damn! You hit him with the cuz? Damn! If you want to try that, then you want to sink in ship, cuz. Damn! Cops, police crippin', bruh. Police over here crippin', bruh. I swear, police is a whole gang, bro. The police is a whole gang, son. The boys in blue, right? The boys in blue, cuz. Damn. He over here gang banging on him. He over here banging, bro.
Life in prison. Because all these other jokers are going to get up there and say, man, this is what happened. It was up to this. We went over there. This happened. So if you want to go down on that shit, you sink it.
No, I'm just saying, for example, if I get me a lawyer and I still tell y'all the truth, I'm going to still end up getting charged with more than
Well,
what
you know what the thing is, Pooh, is you need to show some remorse and not come in here and try to say, I wasn't there. I don't know nothing about nothing because that's horse. We know it's horse. We got you on video. The only thing that you can do, that you can get yourself out of prison.
Wait. Did he head nod? Did he head nod when the dude said, I got you on video? Hold on.
Nothing about nothing because that's horse. We know it's horse. We got you on video.
Yes, he did. Wow. The pool guy, he head nodded when the cop said, we got you on video. When just 5 minutes ago, he was like, oh, nah, I got my alibi set. Like, I wasn't even there. I got people that can vouch for me and prove that I wasn't there, say I wasn't there. 5 minutes later, yo, you know we got you on video. We got you on video. Like, that's crazy, bro. What the hell? It's like all you gotta do is bluff them, bro. Just bluff them. Like, sure, some bluffs are wrong, but if you have, like, if it makes sense that they are there, and you don't have to prove it, you bluff it. Damn, bro, that's enough. That's enough to get them.
The only thing that you can do, that you can get yourself out of prison, is go in there and say, you know what? I take responsibility for my actions. It wasn't supposed to happen this way. It went sideways, but this is what happened. This is my fault. This is my responsibility. But you know what?
If I tell
I'm
y'all,
going to
can I
share the
still get a
other.
lawyer? If I tell y'all right now, can I still get?
Yes, that's your right.
attorney?
That's your constitutional right to have an attorney before we talk to you. Okay? So we're done at this point.
And
We're
I'm
going to take
honest,
you.
when all that shit happened before, I promise God I didn't know none of that shit was gonna happen. All I know is he told me, he said, man, we finna go.
Ooh, hold up. He about to spill. Bro, if y'all notice, the cop was closing this out. The cop was saying, yeah, you have the right to an attorney before you talk to us. And the cop was about to close out and say, all right, this is done. The cop literally said, so we're done. The cop was ending this whole interrogation because it sounded like he was saying he wanted a lawyer. And this dude, he wasn't aware enough to realize that he don't have to talk anymore. And now he's panicking and now he's starting to talk. That's crazy.
Okay. So we're done at this point.
And
We're
I'm
going to take
honest, when
you.
all that shit happened before, I promise God I didn't know none of that shit was gonna happen. All I know is he told me, he said, man, we finna go ahead and buy some weed. That's all I f***ing know. As soon as we got there, next thing I know, Cleve Gordon Jr., he the one picked up the pistol on that man. I just thought it was just for us. We were finna buy some weed and leave.
Do you want to talk to us about it without a lawyer? I'm more than happy to sit here and talk with you about it. And what
How
we know
long would I
about
have to wait on the lawyer?
Huh?
How long would I have to wait on the lawyer?
You got one in mind that you can call.
No.
But by law, we cannot talk to you
Can
about
y'all
it.
appoint me with an attorney?
You're going to have to go to court first to be appointed an
it
attorney.
doesn't work that way. So,
Because I want to tell the truth what happened, because I didn't do nothing, man. I promise. God, I put this on my 8 kids. I love to death. I didn't do anything. I promise. Just
Did he say 8 kids? 8? Yo, is this the Pookie and Ray Rays y'all be talking about? That's out here impregnating the whole hood? Is this the Pookie and Ray Rays y'all talking about? I be hearing all these Pookie and Ray Rays, these hood dudes that's getting all these girls pregnant. Is this the Pookie and Ray Ray? What the hell? 8 kids? Wait. Okay. Shorty said she has 6 kids, right? So I'm guessing maybe 6 of those kids might be his. And then maybe another 2 from somebody else?
supposed to get some weed and go home. That's all it's supposed to be. We was walking
How old is he? He doesn't even look that old, bro. 8 kids?
from some dude, I don't even know this other dude. We walking from his house. But in the midst, I'm the only one being pinpointed, and it was 2 other people that was there that I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. They just told me, oh, here go the money, we finna buy some weed. And I had my own money because I finna buy my own weed from the dude. And next thing I know, goddamn, the dude wanted some pills too. So I told my cousin, I said, I got some S pills. That's all I got to do. On about had like 5 ounces. I gave them to him. And he went in the house. Next thing I know, I seen him pull out the gun. Cleve threw me back in the house. We finna rob. I said, we ain't finna do nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't got nothing to do with that. I got 8 kids to live for. 8 kids. I'm not finna rob nobody. I've been going through this shit 2 years on probation. Everybody trying to kill me for something I didn't do. I promised to God, man, you guys my probation. I was sure tell you everything. Every time something happened, I told that lady I wanted to even myself a couple times. That's like that shooting that was on the news. Everybody would blame me for that. I didn't do none of this. I don't know what the going on. I'm so fucking lost.
Bro, if you keep having issues with the law, people trying to blame you for stuff, I mean, there's a common denominator, bro. I'm not saying that you're the one that's actually doing this stuff, but clearly you hanging around people that are doing this type of stuff. You need to change who you spending your time with, bro. Even if you're not doing this stuff, if you're not pulling the trigger, if you're not the one that's directly involved with the crime, if you're associated with the people who are, you're gonna get caught up, bro. You have 8 kids. That's 8 different responsibilities. How you have time to be doing side missions with somebody who's willing to shoot somebody or to pull a gun on somebody?
Scared. We get over here, Cleve, we get in this man's house. You heard me push the door and pull the pistol on the man and hit the man in the head. Come on, man. I'm trying to tell the truth to set me free.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do anything, have nothing to do with that. I said with everybody else, and I promise to God it did not happen no way like that, I promise. He was going to get some weed from him, and Cleveland went up the pistol on that man. I told that man, I'm finna go. He closed the door on me. You not going nowhere. You stand right here. I'm not staying here, man. I got 8 kids to live for. And I still end up getting caught up in the crossfire.
Lintonio claims that he went with Cleveland under the pretense that they were only going to purchase some marijuana. When they arrived at the dealer's home, Cleveland and David both pulled out handguns and attempted to rob the dealer. Lintonio explains that Cleveland made him stay even though he did try to leave.
Then, goddamn, David D made the dude come in, the one that's supposed to shot him, lay on the floor. I'm still trying to go out the door. Cleve pulled me back in the house. And it still look like it's my fault, no matter what. My mother-in-law supposed to brought me up there, turn myself in the show. I didn't do it. The only reason why I ran, because I had a VOP and I was scared, because I was like, shit, I haven't done anything. That's the only reason why I ran. 22 years old, I ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit.
22 years old with 8 kids? I wonder if he really has 8 kids, or maybe he's, dating a girl with 6 kids, and maybe he has 2 kids of his own. So maybe he's calling her 6 kids his kids, maybe. On some I help you take care of them because we're in a relationship. So maybe on some stepdaddy type stuff, but they're not legally married. Because 8 kids at 22 years old, I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how that works. And then 6 kids, she got to be in her mid-30s at least if she got 6 kids, right? You think she having kids every other year? How does that work, bro? I don't even know how that works.
He said, let me drive. We finna go get some weed. I gave him the car. Me and him, David, in the car. I'm thinking we're going to get some weed. So we go in the house. I ain't see no gun on nobody until we got in the house. So I knock on the door. He was like, what's up, little bro? I'm like, nothing, I need something to smoke. And he was like, all right, come on in. So I come on in. Next thing I know, me and him, we talking to communicate. We finna to walk outside. All I know, David, he shut the door. Don't nobody move. I say, man, I ain't got time for shit, y'all know. I ain't robbing nobody, ain't got time for that. He said, it's too late now, it don't even matter. It's not too late, bro. I got 8 kids, y'all don't got kids, y'all don't look at this shit. Picked up the gun and hit Stefan in the head, and Cleve took his gun out, and I'm stuck. I'm like, what the going on? He said, where you feel? I said, I'm finna go. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm finna go. I got 8 kids, bro. And he snatched me by my shit.
Yo, the fact that he keep on saying, I got 8 kids, the more he says it, the less I believe he told his friends that. The more that he says it, the less I believe that when the situation was going down, the less I believe that he mentioned that to them. It feels more like he's saying the 8 kids, the 8 kids, 8 kids over and over again to draw sympathy out of the police and to possibly let them either just be nice to him or at the very least reduce whatever punishment that they might have lined up for him. Because he's saying that 8 kids over and over, he's trying to draw sympathy out of them. But it don't matter how many kids you have, there's plenty of criminals out there with kids.
Back in the house.
Who did?
Clean, the same clothes I ran for y'all in, the same exact clothes, them red pants. The white dude started shooting. As soon as he started shooting, I took off running because I knew I had a advantage to get away. Cleve standing there talking about, come here, come. I'm not coming back nowhere. You got me in a predicament that's f***ed up. Then he talking about getting me killed if I put his name in this situation. That's why I'm so scared right now. I'm telling y'all the God, honest truth. I'm tired of people blaming me for something I
Well,
did.
we're trying to clear things up. That's what we're here doing.
The detective knows that Tatiana was the driver, so she will mention that she knows this information and see if Lantonio will tell the truth.
Wait a minute. I mean, as far as what kind of punishment can he have? Because the person that died was like friends with him. Like they were together. Like he didn't shoot somebody. So, I mean, he can't be on. He might go to jail for maybe attempted robbery. Maybe. I guess maybe attempted robbery with a deadly weapon. I guess. I don't know how much time that is. He said he's on probation, so I don't know if that might that charge, considering that he's on probation, that might amplify whatever sentencing he might get if he is found guilty. So maybe that's it. I don't know how many years that could be, but he's not the one that killed the guy that died, because that person was with him, so he don't have to worry about no life in prison or nothing like that. So I'm curious as to what kind of like sentencing would it be for the attempted robbery with a deadly weapon.
So when Tatiana pulled the car up, you tried to help load your cousin back in the car.
She didn't pull up the car. It was Damien.
I mean, you realize Tatiana's right over there.
Yeah, it was. My mind, I can't think straight right now. Y'all have a secret. I need to think straight.
We can probably get you on in a minute. We need to get through a little bit of this, though.
Because before Tatiana car pulled, there was another car.
Okay, I'm
Right
not saying Tatiana's car pulled up. I'm saying when Tatiana pulled up and drove up in her car.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm saying, okay? Look, this is not the time to start telling me a bunch of bullshit.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
And I know you're trying to protect Tatiana. And I can appreciate that and I can respect that. Because you're looking after those kids. But look, it is what it is. You know?
All right, when she didn't know what was going on either. I'm going to just be honest. She didn't know what was going on either. Me and her were both clueless.
Mm-hmm.
So, next thing I know, she was like, babe, what I'm finna do? I said, man, I want to go back and get my cousin so we can take her to the hospital. Please say, we ain't going no f***ing way. You finna take us back to T8. If you turn around, I'm going to kill him. I'm like, what you going to kill me for? Oh, because goddamn, you going to tell on me. You damn right, because I ain't had nothing to do with it. Then we were like, shit, I'll kill you right now. I just said, I ain't going to tell him. I'm going to just sit right here. And that's what I did. Ran from y'all because I was scared. Y'all let me armed and dangerous. I don't own no firearm. I'm not dangerous. I'm the goodest man a lot of people can ever meet. A lot of people tell you that I am not no bad person. Sure enough, my record may look bad because I did shit in my past, but...
Tatiana has already admitted that she knew about the plan.
Wait, how does that make sense? How does that make sense? You said, I'm a good person. Anybody will tell you that? I might have a bad record because I did a lot of effed up stuff in my past. So you're a good person? Anybody could tell you that? Anybody could vouch for you being a good person, but You have a bad record because you did a lot of effed up stuff? What kind of effed up stuff are we talking about? You saying you're a good person now? But you're still involved with bad people. So I don't understand. You know, they say you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most of your time with. Or just of the people you spend the most of your time with in general. It doesn't have to be 5. So if you're running around with people who are willing to rob drug dealers, what does that say about you?
To rob the dealer, which makes her an accomplice. Before they admitted that she
Because I did shit in my past, but
Tatiana has already admitted that she knew about the plan to rob the dealer, which makes her an accomplice. Before they move on to Cleveland, the detectives need Lantonio to admit he knew as well.
Well, Lantonio, I mean, the problem that I'm having here is that I've talked to a lot of people, all right? And you've sat here and seen me over there talking to her. I already know everything,
yes,
okay?
ma'am.
I know that you guys went over there to rob Stefan. I know that.
I did. I
Okay.
promise.
All right, look. It is what it is, man. You went
I
over
put this on my dad, baby. My baby dead and gone. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know nothing what was going
Okay,
on.
all right.
Everybody telling y'all that's a lie. I didn't know nothing. I promise to God I didn't.
Okay, listen to me. I know for a fact that you went over there to hit a lick on Stefan. All right? I know that. You went over there to get your bill money because you guys were trying to move. I know that. This is not the time to be trying to distance yourself from that. Because whether you say, I didn't know it was going to happen like that, or not, the fact is it happened. And now you're here. But if you start trying to do bullshit and tell me all this kind of stuff like that, it's not going to help you out. It's not going to help you. So now's the time for you to just lay it all out there. Because when your story doesn't match everybody else's story, guess who's going to get f***ed up? You.
Okay, we was behind on the bill. I got tired of her hounding me every fucking day. How this gonna get paid? How that gonna get paid? Okay, so boom. Cleve came to me personally. He said, "What's up with the dude that's still across from where you stay at?" I said, "Man, I ain't really on that robbing shit." And I told him just like that. Then he was like, "I heard you had a lick, though." I was like, "Yeah, I got a lick, but I'm not on that robbing shit." I said, "You can go do it though." So boom, made the long story.
Yeah, this nigga's a whole liar, bro. Every story is like a little bit more of the truth, but it's still got some lies in there. Damn, son. I'm not gonna lie. I like this detective. She's good. I like her. She's good. I'm not gonna lie. She's like, listen, that bullshit ain't gonna work, man. She'll tell him. She'll give him a little bit more of like what we know for sure, and give you a little detail. I know you was behind on bills and you needed to make some money. When she said that, he got real quiet and looked away like, damn, bro. They've been talking. They know some shit. So you know what? I don't want to mess myself up by having my story sound way out there. So let me give him a little bit of truth, but then still I gotta find a way to put myself out of the eyes of the, oh yeah, he was the mastermind of this. My boy is lying, bro.
Story short, once he was like, goddamn, anything go wrong, you telling me I'm gonna kill you. Them the exact words that came out of his mouth before all shit happened.
Okay.
So boom, after that, goddamn, that's when
So boom.
Stefan called me for some pills, some X pills. I say, man, I got what, 10 of them left. And he was like, come to the house. And I told Clea, I said, man, look, whatever go on, ain't got to do with that. If y'all gonna rob that man, I said, goddamn, I'm not even coming. He was like, well, it ain't gonna be nothing like that. We just finna get some weed and leave. So I get in the house, I see goddamn my cousin pull his gun out, and I see goddamn what's name pull his out. So I get ready to run out the door. Cleve grab me, where you going? This a robbery. I'm not finna sit here, or if you tell me I'm gonna kill you, this is what he said in front of everybody. Was I finna be charged with murder?
I mean,
No.
honestly, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you.
Wait. Why is he asking that? Why would you be getting charged with murder? You didn't shoot nobody, right? I thought the person that they were going to rob was defending himself and he shot the cousin. Wasn't it the homeowner or the person that they was going to rob the one that shot someone?
I mean,
Yes.
yes, you're going to be charged with it because of the simple fact that you were there when it took place, whether or not you say you had a gun or didn't have a gun. But the biggest part, and like I said, a lot of people, I know when something like that happens, you're scared. But the only way to kind of get around that and to help is when that goes down, come straight down, call the police, come straight down to the sheriff's office and say, hey, this is just went bad, this is what happened. But when you're on the run for 2, 3, 4 days, you know,
It
that
look
makes
bad.
it looks bad.
Yeah.
The detectives wrap up their interview with Lantonio and move on to their final suspect, Cleveland Golden. At this point, they have all the evidence they need, but if they can get Cleveland to admit he planned the robbery, that would be icing on the cake.
You know, I don't know if they told you why you're here, but
No,
I think
they-
you already kind of know.
Yeah, I was just like, man, like I told them I would have been turned myself in, but like I don't know what's going on. You feel me?
Okay.
Me and my old lady got into an argument Tuesday morning. I'm walking towards W Street. The two dudes that I used to know, David and Poo Poo. I used to know both of them.
Poo poo?
Back growing up in Pensacola Village. And I jumped in the
Bro, they call it. I thought you was just calling him Pooh, like on some Winnie the Pooh. Bro, you got niggas calling you Poo Poo? That's like people calling you Doo Doo. That's up there with Doo Doo, Pee Pee. You know what I mean? Like shitty. Like Poo Poo, bro. That's crazy, bro. What the? I never heard that one before. That's a new one, bro. From Pookie to Poo Poo.
car with them. We riding. I asked him, my old lady called on the phone, asked him, can they go get some food for her to eat? He said, well, bro, I can get you some food. I'll take you by the food plate, get something to eat. Just hold up for a minute while we stop by 48 real quick. So I'm like, okay, it's all right, it's cool. Bro, we all gonna get out. All right. I said, man, what y'all ain't nothing crazy going, right? Because you know what I'm saying? Bro, y'all got me, I ain't got nothing. You feel me? Like, no, ain't nothing crazy going, bro. People said, we know the dude. So they get out the car. They asked me to get out the car. He asked me to sit in the yard, stand in the yard. So I stood in the yard for a minute. 5 minutes later, I say, well, him say, the wild dude say, you ain't get nothing, you ain't get nothing. And I heard David like, well, you gonna give me what I want now. And I gave you my this and that right here. So I'm like, I knocked on the door. As missing me knock on the door, David and Poo Poo shoot out, boom, run out the door. Like that, he said, come on. By the time before I leave, the white dude draw the gun on me. And I'm telling the white, hold up, I don't know what was going on. He said, just stay right there, just stay right there. So I don't have nothing going on. So by that time, David shot, boom. When he shot, I took off. And this thing know he just shoot, it's a shootout. And I just ran, kept on running. So finally, when I seen the news, I seen it said David had got killed. So I'm like, what the, man, this not right. So I called it, I'm at the TA in Truman Arms. And I tell his brother what happened. You know what I'm saying? Brother asked me why I left. I ran. They shooting. I don't have no gun. I don't have nothing. For one, I wasn't supposed to be in this spot, but they put me in this spot because they asked me to hold on real quick while they were handling some business.
Similar to the other suspects, Cleveland had no idea that a robbery was taking place, and he just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yep.
But listen, this is what I want to know. Like, what size does I have in this, all this? Because, like I told them, I don't know what they had going on, but at the same time, I wasn't.
Okay. Well, look, you know, here's the deal. I'm just going to be straightforward and honest with you.
Not gonna lie, that sounded like a straight up lie, bro. That boy was just lying. That whole shit. It's always cool when it's like you hear them and it's like you kind of point it out. You just kind of feel out the lie, and he's just like, yeah, like I just happened to be with them, and I waited at the car, and then we all got out the car, but I waited outside. Y'all got out the car, you waited outside. They went inside, and you started hearing them talking about some. Is that everything? You got it? You got it or not? Like, you wasn't involved at all. It's so convenient, right?
With you, okay? I've worked now for probably 15 hours on this. I'm tired and I want to go home, okay?
Yo, I like her, bro. She's straight to the point. She is straight to the point. I like her. Homie, yo, he's just here for like support. Like, I guess intimidation support, maybe. I don't know. But she is on point. I like her. She's good. She is good at this.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't want to be sitting here bullshitting with you.
Me neither. I don't
Listen,
want.
I know way more than you think I know.
You can know me, listen, man. I
Okay?
understand what you're saying, man.
I've talked to multiple people.
You can talk to whoever. Listen, mama. You can talk to whatever. I'm telling you what I know. I was there.
Okay,
You feel me?
and
tell
I know,
everybody-
and I'm going to tell you what I know
Man, what
based
you,
upon video.
okay.
We have video
Okay.
from the scene.
You can have
Okay.
video. What you hope you do. If you have video
Okay.
from seeing, man,
And
then
we
you
know
should know.
that what you're saying is not true.
Ma'am,
You're
I promise-
telling some of it,
No, listen.
but you're
mama.
not telling everything.
Listen, mama.
Okay?
I'm telling you the honest truth. I don't know how y'all sit here trying to play it in no other kind of way, man. Yeah, I'm telling you the God honest truth. If you had a video to see it, you will see it. But I'm telling you the truth. I don't know, like everybody say, it wasn't no home invasion. It wasn't no home invasion. Them people knew what was going on. But whatever they had going on inside the house, it didn't work out to the way they wanted to work out.
Now, how'd y'all get back?
Who get back?
How'd y'all get back home?
I got back because what they say, how it happened. I couldn't put them in the car.
What car?
Poo-poo them car.
Okay.
I couldn't put them in the car with poo-poo them. So poo-poo them and Mr. them, poo-poo said, I'm finna go. I gotta go. You feel me? I gotta go with something. I gotta get the drugs off me. This is exactly what he said. I get the drugs off me. I said, well, you go ahead. They left me. I'm walking.
All right, here's the deal. That's a bunch of bullshit right there.
You said what you want to say,
I've
man.
got
We
it on
watched you
camera.
get in the
I
car,
watched,
bro.
I watched the video.
No,
where
I got
you
out
get in
the car. Listen, when they backed the car back, ma'am, and went back that way, I got out
No,
the car.
They hauled ass.
Yes,
they
I-
hauled fucking ass.
Right hand to God,
You
man.
got in the car, right hand to God. You got in that car,
I did get in the
and
car.
you drove the car.
Yo, first he walked away, right? Right hand of God, man, you got in that car. I did get in the car. Yo, what the hell? Yo, it's so crazy to watch the switch, bro, from people lying because they think you don't know. It's like a game of poker, bro. It's like they think you don't know what you saying you know, so they bluffing you too. It's like who bluffs the best? Who's the better bluffer? That's crazy.
hauled ass.
Yes,
they
I-
hauled fucking ass.
Right hand to God,
You
man.
got in the car, right hand to God. You got in that car,
I did get in the
and
car.
you drove the off with
I
the rest of
didn't
them.
know. They back, man. When they back, he went that way. When they went that way, man, right here to God, man, I'm telling you no lie, man. I got the car, the corner up the thing, the road.
It's
right there,
time
man.
for you to get right with God, okay?
I've been right
you
with
need
God,
to
man.
Get right with God and tell me the fucking
I'm
truth.
man,
or I'm
right.
getting up and I'm getting out of this room.
Right hand to God, man. Listen here, man. Right hand to God, man. I have kids, man. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you the truth, man. They don't have nothing to do with them. I'm telling you, it wasn't no home invasion. Whatever they had going inside the house, I don't know what they had going on, man. I was not a part of none of this. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not a part of none of this. I don't think when they said, I tried to help them. You right, I tried to help them. They put me in the car. Poo-poo said he finna go somewhere else. He let me, I got out the car like I told you. I got out the car.
When did you call 911?
I didn't call 911. The black woman in the yard
Okay.
called 911.
When did you go to the police and say, man, this shit just wouldn't happen? What-
Sir, like
when
I
did
told
you do that?
listen, sir. Like I told his family, I went to his family and told his brother what happened. I don't know what to do. You feel me? Because
Well, you know the difference between right and wrong. What's
Yes,
the right
sir.
thing to do?
the right thing was to do was the day was my birthday. My fiance tell you that. The day was my birthday.
Today,
Yes.
happy birthday.
I was going like Monday morning I was gonna go if they asked me for questions. I asked people what I need to do. But at the same time, man, with this white man shooting at them and he shot him, and then if you see my face, you know my face. I'm not from here like that. I'm from Alabama. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. Then his family talking about shit and threats at me. His family was sending threats at me and saying this and that right there. And I'm telling y'all what happened. So far as you talking about a bunch of bullcrap, man, it's not a bunch of bullcrap, man. I swear to God, it's not.
Hang tight, and we're gonna get you over to the jail so we can get this.
he didn't even answer the question. They was asking him like, all right, so why didn't you call the police? You know what's right and wrong. Why didn't you call the police? That's like the $1 million question. That's like the question that lets me know that you felt like if you called the police, you would have got in trouble. Which tells me that you was doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing. And you was aware that you was doing it.
Show on the road, okay?
Okay, so what they charge me with?
Murder.
How can I get charged with murder?
Read the report.
Sir?
I'm not gonna lie, that's a good question. How would he get charged with murder if the person who died was with them and that person got shot by the person who lived in the house? If the person that they was trying to rob shot and killed one of their friends, how are you telling them that they're gonna get charged with murder? Like if I'm with one of my friends to go rob person C, and then person C during the robbery, person C pulls out a gun and shoots my friend, how am I gonna get blamed for murder? I can understand person C getting off with self-defense, but because somebody died during this, are you trying to say that because I planned this robbery that ultimately got my friend killed, that I'm to blame for it? Is that how they trying to set it up? Are they trying to blame them for setting up this robbery that ended up with the death of one of their friends, even though they didn't shoot their friend? I don't understand. I don't really understand how that works.
Read the report.
Report about what?
They're gonna get your paperwork.
That's crazy. I can charge somebody that had nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with none of this, man. What the fuck? If you look at you say you got cameras, then you look at the cameras right, then you'll see me at the right inside the yard the whole time.
In the end, all 3 suspects would be charged and convicted of murder.
How?
Tatiana was sentenced to 24 years in prison. Lintonio received 25 years, and Cleveland was sentenced to 50 years in prison.
What?
What are your thoughts on this case?
Wait, so this 50 years? Why? Wait, how? This doesn't make any sense. Hold up. Am I missing something?
In the end, all 3 suspects would be charged and convicted of murder. Tatiana was sentenced to 24 years in prison. Lintonio received 25 years.
So she got 24 years for driving them? 24 years for driving them is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. 24 years sounds crazy for driving them.
And Cleveland was to 24 years in prison. Lintonio received 25 years.
So both of them, so the couple with the 8 kids, 6 kids, whatever, they got 25 years each. I mean, 22 years old. I mean, 25 years. What's that? 25 and 22. What's it, like 47? I mean, he might get off with good behavior a little bit earlier, maybe around his early 40s. This dude right here got 50 years?
And Cleveland was sentenced to 50 years in prison.
Why, I wish they explained why he got so much more time than the rest of them. I gotta figure, what? How do they get charged for murder? Let me hear this beginning part one more time. Did I miss something?
This is Tatiana Williams. Police believe she and 3 other men were involved in a home invasion that led to the death of one of the 3 men. The evidence shows that Tatiana drove her boyfriend Lintonio Quinn, his friend Cleveland Golden, and a 3rd man named David Washington to a known drug dealer's home with the intention of robbing him. The homeowner would shoot and kill David during the attempted robbery. All 3 suspects are in custody, and the detectives decide to start with Tatiana.
How do they get charged with murder if the homeowner killed the guy? I'm so confused right now, bro. I'm really, really confused. What the hell? Is it because they force the homeowner to protect, to self-defense, to protect himself, which led to somebody getting murdered? Because their actions led to a self-defense act that caused somebody's death? So now they're blaming them for it? instead of the person who actually did the shooting. I never heard anything like that. If that's the case, what the hell? I never heard nothing like that before. Wow, that makes no sense. Let me see what the comments say. Am I the only one that don't understand how that worked? Let's see, 22 years old and has 8 kids. Nah, if we let this guy out of prison, he gonna have 100 kids by the time he's 40. This dude had the sense to ask for a lawyer and still waffle. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, and yes, sir. It's freaking hilarious. It's like using a blinker during a police chase. What? Is nobody gonna talk about the sentencing? Hey, I got kids. Excuse you. You had kids when you chose him. Yes, man. Yes, man. 20 years old. Cleveland. It's my birthday today, Detective. Happy birthday. And the only option, niggas. Man, niggas. Nobody's been mentioning it. Man, no way. Call me. A man said, man, ain't no way I'm letting people call me poo poo. Yo. Imagine getting shot and your cousin not being able to fit you in the car. I wonder if maybe he was a fat dude. Maybe he was fat. Maybe he was fat. This says, imagine getting shot and your cousin not being able to fit you in the car. So instead of getting help, they just drop you on the ground and drive away. If he doesn't know what to talk before I have an attorney, why doesn't he shut his mouth? When your accomplice is named Poo Poo, you really don't stand a chance of getting away with the crime. Not that the saying we got your people looking at the video saying that's Pooh right there. I know that's Pooh because I've grown up with him all my life. I know. So like nobody's mentioning the sentencing and how did they get charged for murder when someone else. I don't know. Anyway, I'll leave it like that, man. Yo, hit the like button, man. Subscribe if you're new. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. Y'all supporting me, supporting my channel. You know, feel free to leave any, recommendations of videos to watch. You know, because I do be watching the comments, and when y'all leave recommendations, I do watch them. So just let me know in the comments if there's anything similar to this, or just anything that you think might pique my interest, and I'll more than likely check it out, man. I'll catch you on the next video, man. You guys be safe out there, and try not to commit no crimes, because all the cameras and technology that's out there today, you're almost guaranteed to get caught. So just behave yourself out there and try to be a decent citizen and focus on improving yourself in a way that's not gonna, cost you your freedom. Alright, I'm gonna holler at y'all.